Hi everyone and welcome to another video. This is episode 5 in the Medieval Total War 2 Let's Play. It's titled Tipping Point, and that's because we're moving on quite rapidly in the campaign now. We're up to turn 119. So really our thoughts should start turning towards meeting the campaign goals if we actually want to win this particular campaign. So just to recap the progress so far. We've got Oslo, so we're gradually building that settlement out. We've got all of France and most of the Low Countries now, gradually moving down into Spain. There is a rather worrying Moor army next to my fortress in Angers, which I am keeping an eye on, but at the minute is not big enough to cause me too much problems as long as it doesn't move too far away. In Africa, we have Tunis and Algeria, which is a great place to be in terms of moving further east. So we need to keep our eye on the prize of Jerusalem. We have to take that in addition to the other 45 territories. Otherwise, we won't be meeting the requirements of the campaign. So with an eye on the campaign and actually taking Jerusalem, you'll notice I'm starting to look at moving a number of agents and some of the troops, etc., down to a port on the Mediterranean. This will make it a lot easier to just ship them across the Mediterranean rather than try and walk them around. They're bound to get caught up in various skirmishes if they're walking. Additionally, I've still got an ongoing war with the Holy Roman Empire. The Spanish, Sicily, also very nervous, as I said, about the Moors, and frankly, since the Papal States have just been at war with me and stopped suddenly, I'm still a little bit suspicious of them, so I do need to keep an eye on what's going on, certainly on the eastern side of France, and potentially start moving into the Holy Roman Empire's territory. At the moment we're fairly even in terms of power. If I can knock out a few of their settlements and territories, then that should put me in a position where they can't actually do anything to significantly damage my chances.
Yes, Your Highness.
Money continues to be a problem, mainly because I'm fighting in so many different places. I need more troops, and obviously the more troops I buy, the more money that's going to cost. Which reduces my income each turn. I do need to open up a third front over in the Middle East to try and take Jerusalem, so I've got an eye on that. I think what I'm going to try and do for the next few turns is actually push Spain back. As you can see, they're hovering around with quite a strong army in the north of Spain. So I need to push that back, and then also try and just keep the status quo in the east of France. Whilst trying to build up a force big enough to actually take Jerusalem and also control the seas if at all possible. I'm going to auto-resolve this battle with the Spanish army. I don't think it's too difficult for me to defeat, and also it helps keep the progress moving on the video. I don't want to keep replaying the battles over and over again. They get very boring unless you're actually the person doing the controlling.
Glory, honor, victory! As you will, my king, to battle. Yes. By God's will, we have triumphed!
Need someone removed.
You can see that the Holy Roman Empire has got a number of different agents on the border of France. A number of cardinals, priests, quite a few assassins as well. So I'm actually going to sort of swamp the area with spies and assassins to try and whittle them down. Every once in a while the AI will throw a spanner in the works and kill off one of your key characters that you're trying to use. So it's better to keep them under control as much as possible.
Need someone removed, sir. Who do you want dead? You have a target. Need someone removed, sir. Who do you want dead?
When the assassin missed his target, the game actually relocated him into the castle. So if you notice, I just pulled him out of the castle and just stuck him on a train. The reason for that is that actually, if I don't do that, I forget how many assassins I've got and then miss out on using them on the following turn.
Stalking the target, sir. Need someone removed, sir.
I think that's everything I can do for this turn, so I'll click the end turn button and watch the AI go through its moves. Fortunately, this time around, there's nothing that really attacks me. At the start of the next turn, you see that one of my family members gets an offer of betrothal from a suitable bride, so go for that. I also then look just to see what family members have basically gained or lost certain traits. I do keep an eye out for things like if a family member has become feeling unappreciated, or even worse, feels disrespected, because that means that they lose 3 loyalty, which makes them easier to bribe. I'm going to push the advantage I've got in Spain and actually besiege this city. Ideally, that will draw in some of the Spanish armies as they try and help out with that. I'm not too worried about that. If they do attack me in a defensive battle, I tend to have the advantage anyway, just because of the amount of archers that I use.
We shall prevail in this siege, sire.
Your Majesty.
In an effort to reduce the unrest in my cities, I'm now sending a diplomat to the Papal States to request that I be reconciled. Actually got excommunicated some time ago and haven't been able to get back in the Pope's good books since. As you can see, they're not too impressed, even with a large sum of money on offer.
Let us leave this point for now. This concludes our meeting, yes?
Need someone removed, sir. You have a target in mind.
Then it's back to trying to hold back the Holy Roman Empire in east of France. There's one of their armies, quite a small one, just moving around between some of my cities, so I send out a local garrison to attack it. And as you can see, what happens here is that we actually defeat it, and occasionally when you do that with a captain rather than a general, it'll actually promote them and give you this Man of the Hour event. So he had some pretty reasonable traits, so I decided to take that and accept it. So he's a new member of my family tree. For the remainder of the video, mainly it's just about me moving some more agents down to the port on the south coast of France. So what I'll do, I'll draw the video to a close here. The next video will basically, I'll get it to the point where I'm about to move on Jerusalem to take that. That's probably going to take several more turns, so obviously won't be videoing that. I don't want to inflict that upon any of the audience that might still be with me. So all that remains for me to say is, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, give it a thumbs down. Either way, if you comment, I really like to hear what you've got to say. And if you could subscribe and hit the bell for notifications, that would be awesome, because it will really help me grow the channel. Thanks very much.